Hey guys, welcome to the first podcast for Journey to the Top, our first guest speaker. Thank you very much, Matt, for allowing us to obviously have you on the first show as well.
Pleasure. So pretty much what we're doing is we're going to be sitting down with a lot of guests that are at the top of their industry and finding out how they got there and their journey. It will provide help for ourselves and other people that are listening and viewing our content. But yeah, why don't we get into it and find out how you, what's your journey been like? How did you get here?
Well, if real estate agents watching this, most of them know it. Like I used to be a criminal in Sydney, and I was in the underworld, and I was a standover man and all sorts of things. And then we were opening a brothel one day, and I got sent to here. So the people who I used to work for said, we want to open a brothel in an area in Sydney. Can you come up and recruit some girls from here? And if they'd be interested in coming back there. I was like, all right, looking back, I wouldn't have much chance today, but it's like, I was like, okay then. So I came up here to the nightclub, which is right behind us, you can't really see it, and I connected with the bikies up here. I met two people that night. Dino, I just was with him half an hour ago, my best mate today, and a girl, and it was her 18th birthday. And I was really attracted to her, so I recruited her for me, not the problem. And I went home.
Of course.
And then I gave her my number when I left here. And when I went home, everything fell apart after about maybe 6 months or a year. It was already in a bad way, but I was under surveillance for a long time. All the drug supply dried up that I was working with. A lot of things happened, and I ended up homeless, basically. So I rang Dino, who I'd only sort of just got to know, and I asked him to come pick me up, and I left with what I was wearing, and he put me out the back of his parents' house. I lived there for 9 months, but I was in a bad way, like drug psychosis, just not very good at all. And I'd stayed out the back of his parents' house for 9 months, and sort of started to get okay, and rang an ex-girlfriend. I said, what should I do? She's like, you've left a huge mess down here in Sydney. I had 2 contracts taken out in my life, all sorts of stuff. And I said, well, what do I do? Her name's Lisa. And she said, well, why don't you get into real estate? And I was like, yeah, cool.
Funny how things work.
So I just got a job as a trainee. I was a bodybuilder back then. I was like really big. Didn't really fit. A friend bought me some pants and shoes, and I just got a job and door knocked every day. And I spent the next few years just walking around the streets.
Definitely. So obviously you've come quite far since then. What do you think would have been the main things that you would, looking back now, that you would have really focused on to either make that happen faster, or what even got you to the point that you're at right now?
Decision. Like the decision's one thing. Look at you two, bright young faced people. You've got like a long road ahead of you to get to where you want to go, but it's the decision that starts it. So when I ended up on Australia's Most Wanted a year later, I had to go hand myself back in Sydney, and fortunately the judge gave me a second chance. I had to do community service for about a year and a half or something up here. And then but I made a decision. I rang Dino when I left the court.
So you were working in real estate when you had to go back there as well?
So I used to get the bus to work back and forwards, and then didn't have a car, so I used to walk around all the time. And one day I got home, and this guy rang me. I was renting this room off this old lady, and he rang that house. No one knew where I was. I was sort of in hiding a little bit, and then Ray said, "Oh, you've just been on Australia's Most Wanted," and I was like, "Oh yeah." And then Karina, the girl I met here at the nightclub, I was engaged to her, so her dad turned up on the doorstep like 5 minutes later.
Definitely.
I went down to Sydney, handed myself in, went straight to court, all that stuff, and then but I made a decision, and I said to Dino when I got out of that court, because I had a lot of warrants out for my arrest, lots of different things, grievous bodily harm, malicious wounding, all of these things, and she said to me, you should be going to jail for quite a few years, but I see some good in you, I'm going to give you a second chance, but if you ever come back here again, you'll be going for not just 5 years or whatever, you'll be going for half of your life. And I walked out and I rang Dean and I said, I'm going to become Australia's #1 real estate agent. And that decision has never left me.
Wow.
So even today, I come to work with purpose, and that commitment, I think, is the reason people become successful or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that you've reached the top of the real estate industry and you are the #1,
Yeah.
where do you see your journey now?
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself going?
I'm just happy.
Okay.
Expanding the company. You know, we've got maybe 100 salespeople that work up here with us, 6 offices. We're going further north, maybe about 20 offices, I reckon.
Yeah.
So I enjoy business these days.
Yeah.
I still list and sell every day. I don't have anything to do with running the company.
Yeah.
My business partner does.
Yeah.
But I enjoy seeing fresh young people get sort of turn their life into something that's cool. I think real estate has a system,
Yeah.
and the reason people don't do well at real estate is they don't have, the desire, but a system. They sort of run around hoping people will sell their house or something.
Yeah. Exactly.
And it's too hard.
Yeah.
Like, it's too hard. And I think the guidance in real estate is very small. Like, you go get a job in real estate, they put you in the office and go list houses or whatever. It's nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
You know, and I think if they taught that it's a relationship business and said, look, over the next 5 years, I'm going to show you how to be the most sought after agent in a core area, and I'm going to step you through that, but don't worry about selling houses now. I'm going to show you how to start building relationships. If sales managers actually did that, more people would succeed.
So you think building relationships was the key to...
It's the only thing.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. No, like I'm listing houses today that I've been in contact with for 20 years,
Yeah.
you know, and like really regularly too, in a way that's not in your face, you know. Like if I come to you, Kev, and I'm like, hey, do you want to sell your house?
Yeah.
Do you want to sell your house?
No.
No?
No.
Why?
Not looking
Do you want a market opinion?
No.
Do you want to tell you how much it's worth?
Not at all.
Why not?
It's not interesting.
At all?
Not at all.
Well, can I come back and tomorrow and ask again?
If you can ask, but I'll probably say no.
Oh, okay. Why?
Not interested in
Okay.
moving.
But if I just said to you, do you want to sell your house?
No.
No, thanks. Wrote you a handwritten card.
Yep.
Said thanks for the time today. Talk to you in the future.
And
And then in 3 months' time, I touch base again. Blah, blah, blah. And I was just regularly there, but not in your face. See, a lot of real estate agents are so desperate because they're trained to go and find this listing.
Yeah.
It's got this energy of like, get away from me.
You've got the pressure to...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you see your area as like a veggie garden and you went and just played in the veggie garden every day, and I don't mean just like whatever, you're going to find some leads anyway. Someone's going to say yes.
Yeah.
But if you were like, if I spoke to you and I knocked on your door and I said to myself, one day you'll sell and I'm going to make you want to sell with me. And if that was your approach and sales managers were all right with that,
Yeah.
you would have market dominance
Yeah.
because the pressure would be off. Because you're a relationship manager, you're a nurturer. The person that succeeds most in real estate is the one that nurtures most people over a long period of time. Give them the right advice, just there when they need you.
Yeah.
You know, follow up, but follow up with purpose.
Yeah.
Not follow up because you need a listing.
For sure.
But it's definitely part of it. Like when you stretch so far inside that you feel like you're earning something
Yep.
up front. And then if you walk the streets every day for the next 3 years, hand delivering letters and knocking on doors and not really expecting anything in return, but you're putting that work in, you know, here till 10 o'clock at night. So people, you guys come up here because, you know, Matt Steinwede sell lots of houses and stuff, but you don't see the thousands of handwritten cards I've done,
Yeah.
the tens of thousands of calls that I've made
Yeah.
at night or, you know, during the day, in every spare moment that I have, and the years that I walk the streets in the rain,
Yeah.
you know, or in the sun, just, you know, just there. Like, you don't see any of that stuff, but that's actually the reason that you're here today.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's not because I listed a beachfront 2 weeks ago, whatever. That's like the pointy bit.
Yeah.
It's a consistent work that you've done over the years.
But it's glorified. Like, agents go, whoa, I write this much, and who cares? Like, honestly, who cares?
Yeah.
It's like, that's just the end result. But it's like, the mindset around, then you get the list, you get an opportunity to see someone and you're really like nervous and you're anxious that you don't even know what to say and what do they want. That's the hardest part because you want the business so much, but when you start to earn it inside, you almost see the universe start giving it to you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's the key to mindset.
Yeah. What I'm seeing, obviously fresh to real estate, I've only been in it for just over a year, looking at people in your position, what I see is the longevity to real estate is being a good person at the end of the day. The ones that don't have their heart in the right place are the ones that obviously they may have a good run in a good market, but when it comes down to probably what we're experiencing in the hills, definitely, they do start to drop off a little bit.
Yeah.
People start to catch on. People start to hear the word of mouth as well. So,
yeah, they do. They do. Yeah. It's like you need a bit of mongrel, but you need to be really nice.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. The mongrel is the reason that you'll go and compete. Like we're in competitive business. Like we jump in a pool and swim a race every day, and whoever gets there.
Yeah.
I'm listing 6 agents.
Yeah.
Like you need a bit of mongrel. You need to be really nice. You need to be the smiling assassin. You do.
I guess on a last note, what we'd like to leave our guests with the last question is, what would be the piece of advice you'd give yourself when you first started in real estate?
It's going to be all right.
It's going to be all right.
Yeah, 100%. It's going to be all right. I think quite often we forget that, you know, we have the ability to create anything. Time, like you said, anything is like, if you're okay with time and you're sort of okay that it's going to work out, because we can only do what we can do every day. I think people misjudge the 24 hours that we have. They're always focusing on 6 months goals, 1 year goals, forget about them all. Like, sure, have something you're shooting for, but just focus on today. Like, what does the best day look like for ultra productivity? Productivity. Yeah, what does that look like?
Yeah.
You do that 300 times a year, that will be your best year yet. And I think quite often people don't talk about what the day looks like enough. So like, I want to write $1 million. Forget about $1 million.
Break down the day.
Just a day. What does like an awesome day look like? Yourself, health, prospecting.
Yeah.
How many appointments do you need? Go take care of your family. Eat well.
Yeah.
That's it.
Perfect.
Don't overcomplicate things.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
When you say you can create anything, that really touches home as well, because when I was younger growing up, my mum always said to, whenever anyone would say to us, oh, you can't do that, to me and my brother, she'd say, don't say that to my kid.
Yeah.
They can do anything. They can do anything they want. And also my father, he went through a lot in hospital before he passed away as well. What he taught me would also be never give up. Don't quit. Everything's going to work itself out. So like he went through hell in hospital, and every time we went to see him, he'd always have a smile on his face. He'd always,
With it, don't quit. Why do you think? When do you think it is the right time to quit though?
When you're happy.
When you're happy?
Never quit.
I guess once you've found what you're working towards and whether you want to maintain that.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure there's people watching this or listening to this. That don't quit thing, I get it, I really do, but you've got to make sure you're waking up every day feeling like you're doing your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Because if I had to be a florist every day, I'd be quitting.
Definitely. Yeah. I think it's finding your passion, what you love, your strengths.
Yeah.
And just pushing everything towards that. Like we're trying to work 7 days now. You know.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I feel like that's what's gonna. I watched this Will Smith video when I was younger, and he said if we get on a treadmill, there's only two things that are gonna happen.
Yeah.
Either you're getting off, or
Don't
I'm
work
gonna die
7
on that
days.
treadmill.
Don't work 7 days.
Why do you think that?
Why do I know that? Yeah, you need 1 day to recharge. You need 1 day to sharpen the sword.
Yeah.
Otherwise, your sword will be blunt. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Never work Sunday.
Yeah.
I had a guy down here in Terrigal. I applied for a job down here and didn't employ me because I said I was a practicing Mormon back then.
Yeah.
And he said, I said I can't work Sundays. He said, well, you can't work in real estate. You'll never be successful. And I said, well, no, I will be. And I was really young. I was only maybe a year or so, maybe 2 years. And he looked at me and he said, son, you will never succeed. But what I've learned from the Sunday thing is your week will be, your 6 days will be so much more productive.
Yeah.
If you know Sunday is just blocked out. Try it. Don't work Sunday, please. Okay? I'm telling you,
Yeah.
you'll be less productive in 7 days than you will be in 6. The universe will be behind you.
Yeah.
Okay? Do that for me? No? I'll give you
Okay,
my time for nothing. You do one thing for me. Don't work Sundays.
We'll try. My goal is to work for the next 2 years.
Forget it.
Every day. After that, hopefully I've produced obviously a brand.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Okay? You ask me what will I do different or whatever, looking back, try it. Just don't work Sundays. I know you're going like that. I'm telling you.
I know.
You'll lose the sparkle in your eye.
Yeah.
You'll be exhausted. I'm telling you. Have you seen the guys in the fruit shops that work 7 days a week? You know, the Greeks or Italian or whatever, and they're like got big circles around here because they just work so hard for 30 years, you know, refreshed. We win business because of our energy.
Yeah.
This is an energy game.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
Definitely.
listen to me. You're not listening to me. We win business because of our energy.
Yeah.
Your energy needs to be like through the roof. If you know Sunday is blocked out and you can go lay on the beach in your G-string and put oil on and go sunbake, if that's what you do. If that's what you do,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, your brain will be so clicked in and recharged on Monday,
Yeah.
you'll win more business.
Okay.
Don't work 7 days.
Do
So
you
you can
close-
never work 7 days?
Never. I've done the odd appointment on Sunday. They never go well. They don't work out right. They're just a waste of time half the time. It's just a day. And the best way around it is that's when you say to people that's family day.
Yeah.
I do it. Is there any other day? Once you say it's family day, they just go, yeah, cool, no problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right? Try it for me.
Okay.
Ring me in a year and tell me how it goes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay? All right?
Okay.
Deal?
Beautiful.
All right.
Thanks so much for
Thanks,
being on the
boys.
show, Matt.
Thank you.
See you guys next week.